Sonoma Valley Groundwater, an introduction. The information in this presentation is from two sources: the Geohydrologic Characterization, Water Chemistry, and Groundwater Flow Simulation Model of the Sonoma Valley Area, Sonoma County, California, published in 2006 by the U.S. Geological Survey, and the Sonoma Valley Groundwater Management Program's 5-year review and update final report, published March 14th by the Sonoma County Water Agency. Here's a diagram of the Sonoma Creek watershed. Hood Mountain is in the upper right and is the headwaters of Sonoma Creek. Along the left side are the Sonoma Mountains, and on the right, the Mayacamas Range. The entire watershed is only 166 square miles. Sonoma Creek is 34 miles long and has at least 24 named tributaries and many more unnamed ones that drain into San Pablo Bay. On average, the Sonoma Creek watershed receives 269,000 acre-feet of rain per year. This water seeps into the ground to become groundwater in the shallow aquifer, under 200 feet deep, or flows out through the Sonoma Creek to the marshland, or is absorbed and evaporated by vegetation, or is removed from the groundwater by agricultural and domestic wells. There are 2,500 wells in Sonoma Valley, and the Sonoma Valley groundwater basin is running a deficit of 9%, water that is not being replenished. There are 3 important problems with the Sonoma Valley groundwater basin. There are areas where hot groundwater is leaching toxic minerals from the rocks. Groundwater is being removed from the deep aquifer that is unable to be recharged. And there are 2 large areas where the deep aquifer is below sea level, which is pulling salt water in from the bay. The first problem we face is thermal water. Several wells in the valley with thermometers are recording increasing water temperatures at greater depths. Minerals are more soluble in higher temperatures, and these wells often contain high trace concentrations of arsenic, boron, fluoride, and lithium that exceed drinking water standards and can damage irrigated crops. Due to the various faults in the basement rock underneath the valley, it is hypothesized that thermal water may be present beneath a larger part of the valley than previously thought. Currently, these wells are in the northern half of the valley and are more frequently at depths between 200 and 500 feet. The second problem indicated by the USGS report is that water from wells deeper than 200 feet was possibly deposited under cooler and/or wetter climatic conditions. If this is the case, this water is fossil water. Once it's gone forever. The worst problem we face is that groundwater levels in these fossil water aquifers have steadily fallen in 2 large areas of the valley. Southeast of Sonoma, in which the groundwater level is 40 feet below sea level, and southwest of El Verano, which is 20 feet below sea level. This deficit is pulling fresh water from the surrounding aquifer and neighboring wells, and ultimately pulling salt water toward these deficit areas. According to the 2006 report, most of the water level declines probably have been caused by increased groundwater withdrawals in localized areas. According to the Sonoma County Water Agency in 2012, agriculture was using 55% of the groundwater, rural domestic users 27%, mutual water systems 6%, irrigated turf, for example the golf course, used 4%, and commercial consumers were using 3%. In 2015, the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act, also known as SGMA, became a state law. This law requires the creation of groundwater sustainability agencies called GSAs. Fortunately, the Sonoma County Water Agency has been working on a groundwater management plan for Sonoma Valley since 2000, and there is a legal mandate to create a Sonoma Valley GSA in the next couple of years. In the future, groundwater will be managed sustainably in Sonoma Valley, but we must do our part right now to reduce our consumption of groundwater in order to stop saltwater intrusion. As a well owner, what can you do? You can download a copy of Sonoma County Water Agency's Wellness, a guide to your water well. You can put a meter on your well and track your usage. You can't improve what you don't measure. You can participate in the voluntary well monitoring program of the Sonoma County Water Agency. You can retain the rainwater that falls on your property so that it can recharge the groundwater. Search for slow it, spread it, sink it, store it. And if a tributary flows through your land, plant willow stakes along it to slow the creek flow during the winter rains so the water can recharge along the sides of the creek. Success will require water conservation and rainwater management. Together we can make a difference and protect our precious Sonoma Valley aquifer from saltwater intrusion. What action will you take today?